Welcome back to another What Sold Weekend Edition video. These are my sales from Friday, June 6th until Monday the 9th. Before I get started on what's sold, I'll do a quick update on Max. I don't like to update during yard sale videos or rummage videos or whatever, because those don't get uploaded the same day. In most cases, every now and then maybe, but in most cases, they do not get uploaded the same day like the what solds do. For instance, yesterday's video that I put out was actually filmed the week before. So I usually have a backlog of videos. Like I said, in most cases, every now and then one will go up the same day, but that's usually during a slower time of year. So anyway, but these videos do go out the same day I film them. So yeah, I'll give you a little update real quick on Max. For those of you who may be wondering or following the Max story, Max is my dog, one of my dogs, and he has protein losing enteropathy. He's had it since he was about 3 or 4. I believe it was more closer. I think it was closer to around 4. It's been so long now. He's 13 years old now. So he has been on a prescription food ever since. Basically the protein leaks out through his intestines. So it's been managed. He's been doing really well on his prescription food for, about 10 years. And all of a sudden his blood work, and I mean, he even had good blood work in January. In January, did the full, senior panel on him and everything was good, but he got sick and they did more blood work. His albumin was low, and that's one of the signs of this issue. And then we redid the blood work 2 weeks later, and it was even lower, which wasn't expected, but that's what happened. Took him for an ultrasound last week, and it did show, that the disease is progressing, and he was starting to fill up with fluid. So he's now on medications. He is on a blood thinner because this can cause blood clots. He is on a vitamin B12 shot that I have to give him once a week. And he is on a steroid, which he will likely have to be on for the rest of his life, along with the blood thinner and whatnot. But the steroid kept him up for the first few nights. He seems to be kind of adjusting to it now. I also switched times. Like the first night I gave it to him, it was 5 p.m. Like when we got back from the vet, and he was up all night long. I probably slept 3 hours that night, if that. It was a rough week for me, so I did not get a whole lot done. I did not get a whole lot done at all last week as far as like listing and stuff like that. I was just exhausted. And my mom had a bunch of appointments. Yeah, so I don't know. Some days I don't know how I get anything done with so much going on, honestly. But he did go back in on Saturday to have his blood taken again after being on the steroids for, a few days. So I'm just waiting for the vet to call back with the results and hoping and praying that his albumin is higher again. That is the goal. That's what we're looking for here. So, oh, and he is also on a new prescription food that is like a hydrolyzed or hydrolyzed. I don't even remember what word it is, but it's some kind of hydrolyzed protein, I think it's called. But it's a low fat version. It's the lowest fat version that you can get out there. So anyway, like I said, I am just waiting to hear now from the vet as far as the albumin, and I'm hoping and praying that that it has gone up, which is the direction we need it to go. So yeah, that is the current update on Max. And yeah, I mean, he's getting his appetite back. That's another thing. While he was really sick, he was not eating. It was really hard to get him to eat anything. He was not eating anything. But since he's been on the steroid now, like, he is getting his appetite back and everything, which can also be one of the side effects of that. So I guess it's helping. But I mean, even before that, I was giving him this thing called Entice, like a little droplet, which was supposed to stimulate his appetite. Even that wasn't working, but you know, now we know why. Anyway, okay, I'm going way into the Max update here. So let's get to the what's sold, what you guys are really here for. Okay, let's get into it. First thing is a pair of Sam and Libby women's Carlotta booties. I spoke about this buyer before. This gentleman is always buying shoes and sending them to different women. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. But anyway, these sold for $19 plus shipping. Next is a Pyrex Autumn Harvest. You guys saw me pick this up at the flea market. I think it might have been the second week of the flea market opening, or maybe the second week that I went this year. But this sold for $125 plus shipping. This is a repeat buyer of mine. I don't know if this is a viewer or not. So if it is, drop it in the comments and let me know. Next is a Precious Moments birthday train, age 16, Tiger. This sold for $39.99 plus shipping. Next is another Cloud Paint cheek color. Sold a bunch of these. This sold for $16 with free shipping. Next to this stuff went to a viewer, Rebecca. She purchased this American Girl Hit the Slopes ski set, clothing set for the American Girl dolls. That sold for $23. She also purchased this vintage White Snow Bright Snow illustrated book. This book is so cute. I was reading through it when I bought it. It's just like adorable. And she also purchased this Arthur Court Bunny Rabbit aluminum serving tray. The book was $12.99 free shipping, and the serving tray was $22.99 plus shipping. Next is a Bath & Body Works men's collection freshwater scented candle. This sold for $10 plus shipping. Next is a women's Adidas on the go purple tie-dye shirt. This sold for $10 plus shipping. Then I sold this Disney Showcase Jim Shore hip hop puree. It's Winnie the Pooh themed. This sold for $149.99 plus shipping. And this sold pretty fast. I just listed this maybe a couple weeks ago. This came from the sale, the yard sale that I kept finding all of the pottery. I bought so much from that sale. I bought pottery. I bought Fiesta, which I still need to list. I bought Patience Brewster, all kinds of stuff. My camera did die. My GoPro died at the end of filming there, but this was one of the things that I did pick up afterwards. So yeah, this was a phenomenal sale. Next is, oh, that one was not paid for, so we're going to skip over that. Next is A Nightmare Before Christmas official cookbook and entertainment guide. This sold for $16.99 plus shipping. That was also a recent pickup. Then I sold two Kimper wall plates. These sold for $23 plus shipping. Next is a vintage velvet Longchamp France handbag. This one was also a recent pickup. And this sold for $100 plus shipping. This sold to a repeat buyer as well. I'm not sure if she's a viewer though. I know she's bought handbags from me before. So if you're a viewer, drop it in the comments. Let me know. Next is a Barbie Forever 21 plus size I didn't come to play t-shirt. This sold for $10 plus shipping. Lots of $10 items this weekend. Then I sold a Longaberger pewter tie-on. This sold for $14.99 plus shipping. Next to a viewer, Lori. Lori purchased this vintage ceramic big-eyed doe reindeer. This sold for $19.99 plus shipping. And she also purchased this Lennox votive luminary for $28. I love that deer. That deer is so freaking cute. I just love it. Okay, next is a vintage pair of Tommy Hilfiger boxer shorts. These were also a recent pickup. They came from the rummage where I got the split unit air conditioning system, which also update on that, guys. I am finally having that installed this week. And it's going to be $900 to install it. So $900 plus the $150 that I spent on it is $1,150, which is a ginormous savings. Ginormous savings. So I'm so excited about that. Next is a Fiesta Wear mini disc pitcher. This sold for $25 plus shipping. Fairly recent listing. Don't remember where I got that though. All right, and then to another viewer, Louise. Louise purchased this vintage Monet mother of pearl earrings. These were a recent flea market pickup. These sold for $12 plus shipping. She also purchased this Mariposa blue starfish tea light. Had two of those, have one left. That was $25 plus shipping. Excuse me. And then she also purchased this Coach wristlet wallet for $25. Thank you, Louise, for your purchases. Next is a Marvel Heroes switch plate cover. This sold for $11.75 with free shipping. I had a bunch of those. I still have a bunch left. And then I sold a Gretchen Scott wicker basket. I am tongue-tied and all over the place today. Wicker basket handbag. And this sold for $18 plus shipping. I think it had a few small issues. I can't remember right offhand what they are, but I think that's why I priced it on the low side. Next is a pair of, a set. I told you, I am like mentally not right today. It's a Monday. My head's all over the place. My to-do list is all over the place. Yeah. Anyway, back to it. A set of 4 Longaberger Woven Traditions tumblers. These sold for $59.99 plus shipping. These were a recent flea market pickup from my friend Carla. I spoke about these. She was trying to not let me pay her for these. And I managed to, I don't know, I slipped her some money. She slipped some money back in my bag. I don't know how the heck much I ended up paying for these, but I know it was very, 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 very little. Thank you, Carla, but you didn't have to do that. But yeah, they sold. Next is a Nintendo DS Lite console with 1 game. This sold for $60 plus shipping. That was a recent pickup, not on video. Then I sold a PSX rubber stamp for $16.90 with free shipping. Then to a viewer, Jean. Jean purchased this Jim Shore water ball snow globe. This sold for $39 plus shipping. Thank you so much, Jean. And then I sold this Longaberger blue ribbon mending basket. This sold for $40 plus shipping. This was also from the sale where I got all the pottery. And then lastly, we have a Brother embroidery card in the birds design. This sold for $19.99 with free shipping, and I just picked this up yesterday. That will be in a future video. So yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap up that's gonna wrap up today's what sold video. It was kind of a light weekend. Hoping to get a good amount listed this week, because next week's a little crazy for me again, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.